All right, welcome back. So this is podcast number 5 of the Veridian podcast, and today we're going to go through a little bit more information about the home sales. Sara is going to talk a little bit about the different home types that we have, and what's really great is we're designing homes for a wide range of buyers with a mixed income. So there's housing options available for really any budget. And so, Sara, why don't you kind of go through the different types and what's still available for Sequence 1?
Yeah, and I'm going to share my screen and show a quick little map of what is included in Sequence 1 and just the sort of the range of home types available across the community. And I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but on our website, Veridian.community, there's a homes and floor plans tab where you can get a little more information about each different home type. So, yeah, as John said, we have a range of price points and sizes of homes available, which I think is definitely unique in a new community. So starting with we have micro units that are around 400, a little less square feet, around $200,000. Currently, our Nest Flat building, which is the building of micro units, is fully reserved with a preliminary reservation, which just means that people put down a small refundable deposit, gives them first right of refusal, but they're not under any sort of contract yet. But we are working on a plan to allow us to add more of this size and price point to the community because it has proved to be something that people are really interested in. And I think a home type that's missing in Ann Arbor. We also have buildings of Trillium Lofts at about 800 square feet. We have one building fully reserved. We've sort of put a hold on our preliminary reservations for these homes as we're, again, sort of looking at that site redesign and how we can add more of this size and price point to the community as well. And then I'm going to jump into our townhomes, many of which are available within this Sequence 1 that John mentioned. So these are homes that you can go under contract today.
And those are all the ones in blue on the map, right?
They're within this boundary. Yeah. So it's blue and then this brownish, but those are our park homes that are about 1,300 square feet. And those as of last week are gone, sold.
Wow.
Or close to
not
sold.
A lot left.
Huh?
I said there's not a lot left.
No, there's not, which is great, which is really exciting. Again, with the park homes, we're working on a way to add a few more of that size unit, the 1,300 square foot range, into Veridian as well. So if you were interested in one that size, hopefully in the next few months, we'll have more information on that. But then what we do still have left in Sequence 1, and I believe there's 11 of them, are our 2,100 square foot terrace homes. So they're over 3 levels. There's an optional elevator to really help with that, aging in place. So people don't, they can stay in their homes as they age and maybe can't use the stairs. I think they're 4 bedrooms, 3-ish bathrooms. They're a great size for families, really for anyone. And those are coming in around $800,000. So you can see the ones here. There's a couple of different floor plans available. These ones that are in blue without a little dot are still available. And the cool thing about Sequence 1 is we're building it around this existing honey locust groves. These are mature trees. They exist already. So, you move in, your front door is sort of oriented toward that grove, and there will still be construction going on behind you, but, facing into that green space, like it'll just be beautiful from day one. We also have village homes, which are about 2,600 square foot, single family. They're these ones in green down here. And we are not releasing those in Sequence 1, most likely. But if you're interested in those, definitely reach out. We're working on a cool redesign for some of those to really maximize the use of the space. So that was fast.
Let's talk timing a little bit. So just to clarify, so the area that Sara has marked out with that border, that kind of odd shaped border, that's our Sequence 1. So those foundations we're going to start in the next few weeks once we get decent weather to put our roads in and start putting in concrete foundations. But those are going to be the first homes that are going to be delivered. So we'll start those, and it's about a 9 to 12 month build process once we break ground. So if you're looking to move in say beginning of 2024, end of 2023, then those would probably be your best option. They're going to be the first available. There will be some construction going on around you, but like Sara said, that's going to be kind of its own little community for the first portion. And what's nice is there's the walkway directly adjacent to your homes that you can take into the park. So that's going to be lit up with some beautiful bollards. We have these they're light bollards. You don't have these large overhanging light poles. They're just really kind of small, just to light the walkway, and with a kind of a shroud with a geometric patterning. So it's going to look really neat on the walkway itself. It's kind of a unique feature, and that's really to encourage or to mitigate the uplight effect. So for typical lights would shine up into the sky, we're going to preserve a good deal of darkness in the area, so you hopefully will get good views of the stars at night. So lots of cool features about Veridian, and that's just kind of one of them. So awesome. Anything else, Sara?
Well, I was just going to say, mentioning the construction that will be going on around, we are putting triple pane windows into these homes, and they are going to have basically soundproof construction. So you really shouldn't even be able to hear any of that additional construction going on if you move in this first sequence.
Right. And we'll have the landscaping done around the homes and in front of on Platte Road. So it's not going to look like a construction site for too long. So yeah. Reserve your home now. They're going quick.
Call us today.
We got what, 11 left, Sara? For
I think 11. Yeah, 11 left. The community. Nobody's even moved in, and people are already starting to build community. I think we've mentioned the WhatsApp group on this podcast before for the buyers, and people are already chatting, and that's just such a cool thing to see, a community coming together, absent of homes being built. So.
And that's really the most important thing. I mean, we're really taking into consideration the community effect and designing spaces where people can gather and meet and be outside and connect instead of just being stuck in their homes with no place to go. So we're constantly talking with the landscape architect and our site architects to design places that are, fun. We're talking this week about trying to integrate different rock structures so that kids can climb, and play. And Sara, I know, you got two young ones.
They would love that.
That they would love. So trying to build this as much of community oriented as possible, and not just, monopoly style houses like you'd see everywhere else. So that's really our passion, and we're looking forward to seeing this site take shape in a couple of months.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this week.
Perfect.
We'll bring you another update on some other cool topic next week.